Today's video will be a trauma-informed yoga practice that uses the wall. It will be a very gentle practice. We will be lying down the entire time. I invite you to find a comfortable surface to lie on, whether or not that is a yoga mat or a blanket. You may decide to get a bolster or a pillow and use that for some head support if that feels good for you today. And whenever you are ready, you can join me lying on your back with your legs on the wall in a way that feels supportive for you. Making your way to this comfortable lying down, supported posture. If you're new here, I'm Adriana. I am a trauma-informed yoga instructor and physiotherapist. And I invite you to take a couple moments to find whatever form, whatever posture feels good for you. Making sure that your body feels nice and relaxed, supported on whatever surface you are lying on. You might decide to grab a blanket. Maybe you notice that you do want a pillow and you don't have one. Feel free to grab anything else that would be supportive for your practice today. And once you feel supported and comfortable, if it feels good, take a few moments to settle in on your breath. Perhaps noticing as your stomach or your chest rises and falls with each breath. Maybe you can scan your body and see if there's any areas where you feel tense. Maybe you can let those areas soften just a little bit. Thinking about melting your body into the ground beneath you. Remembering that it is always your choice to stay where you are or move into a different form that feels more comfortable. We'll spend a few more breaths here, focusing on that softening of the body, that relaxation. If you notice that your mind is drifting away and your thoughts are drifting away, that's completely okay. Maybe you can come back to the breath when that happens, if that feels helpful for you. Taking one more deep inhale through the nose here. And a deep exhale out through the nose or the mouth. And if you would like, I invite you to bend the knees, bringing your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, almost like you're doing a squat against the wall. And you may decide to scooch the body back just a little bit here so that you can bring your feet a little lower down against the wall. Your knees may naturally drift a little further out here, and if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can always bring the feet in closer so that your thigh muscles or your knees are touching together. And if it feels good for the knees to rest slightly further out than the feet, feel free to leave them there. Once again, tuning back into the sensations of the body and noticing if areas of tension have changed now that you've changed the way that your legs are. And if that's the case, can you soften? Does it feel good to soften? If your body doesn't want to soften today, that is completely normal and completely okay. Your body will do what feels safe for it, and you can follow that. Taking a few more gentle breaths here. Knowing that you can come out at any time. I invite you to relax the jaw, the forehead, the cheekbones. Settle your shoulder blades further into the ground. Taking one last deep inhale through the nose here. One last deep exhale through the nose or the mouth. And if it feels good for your practice, I invite you to now bring your feet together so that the bottoms of your feet are touching and your knees are drifting out. And if you slid out for the last form, you may have to slide your body closer for this one. You may decide to place your hands on your thighs, bring a little bit of awareness to the muscles there, perhaps a little gentle push of the legs. If you would like to keep your arms down, that is also okay. Maybe tuning into the sensations, the sounds, around you. Noticing any noise, any feeling on the body or of your body on the ground. And if this form starts to feel uncomfortable, you can always rest your feet on the ground or come back to a different form that feels better. We'll spend a few more breaths here. Once again, noticing if there's any areas that feel tense. I invite you to try and soften them if that's a safe sensation for you. Taking one more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. And bringing your feet to once again rest on the wall. Pushing your body back just a little bit here. And I invite you to take the left foot, and you can either rest it on the lower shin and bring that left knee down towards the wall, or perhaps you bring it up above the right knee, so it's resting on the thigh, and you bring that left knee down. You can play around with how far away you are from the wall for this. You may have to scooch around and find a form that feels good. Perhaps noticing sensations in that left hip as you are here. Always remembering that if something does not serve you today, you can come out of the form. You get to decide what works for you. Spending a few more breaths here. Once again, maybe noticing your thoughts running away or your emotions coming up. Try and see if you can sit with that without judgment. Come back to the breath. Taking one more deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale out the nose or the mouth. If you're still with me, bringing that left foot down and switching so that the right foot is either lying on the left shin with the right knee facing out, or perhaps it is up on the left thigh. And that right knee swinging outwards as if it's trying to touch the wall. Softening into the surface beneath you. Spending a few more breaths on this side. It is your choice to tune into the breath and the sensation of the forms, or to come out and do something different. Taking one more deep inhale, deep exhale. And you can come into a final resting form, whatever that looks like to you. I am going to go back into the original form with my legs straight on the wall. So you can join me here if you'd like, or you can choose something different. Spending a few breaths, tuning in once again to the sensations. Noticing the areas of tension. Noticing if the body feels any different than at the start of the practice. And it might not. Recognizing that everybody's practice, everybody's body is different. We're just observing what happens today. Spending a few more moments here. Taking deep inhale through the nose. A deep exhale through the mouth. You can rest as long as you would like. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.